If we wipe out an industry in this country because it's cheaper to make the stuff overseas, is that a national security risk? Or are we just nostalgic for a different time when America was still a manufacturing powerhouse? Last week, the president talked about an ongoing 232 investigation making furniture. 232, mind you, being a national security kind of tariff the president has control over. The president's apparently worried about supply chain risk for furniture, something that seems a little strange, but we're in a Cole Porter moment. Anything goes. I've been a huge believer in the need to bring back certain industries from overseas, assuming they're integral to our national defense. That's why I've been so adamant that our country needs its own supply of rare earth minerals rather than being hostage to China. You need this stuff for everything from electric batteries to our own fighter jets. It's why I favor tariffs to prevent other countries from dumping steel or aluminum on our market. I'm a fair trader, not a free trader. It's why I want to see semiconductors of the highest order made here. All of those have a major national security component. But furniture? I don't know. I remember when we were the kings of furniture, first in Grand Rapids, Michigan, and then High Point, North Carolina. The monuments to chairs and tables were the envy of the world. I'm nostalgic, too. Unfortunately, our country is an expensive place to manufacture furniture. Our manufacturers, with the exception of Ethan Allen, have moved on to other cheaper places without much quality sacrifice. That way, they can get you the best quality goods at a fraction of the price. Some call it democratization. It's the bargain of globalization. We sacrifice some jobs here in exchange for cheaper goods. The president wants to get those manufacturers back. So do I. I think they might want to come back rather than be tariffed to the point where the wares become too expensive. But some of these industries aren't probably going to come back. Companies would tell you that you can't just invent a workforce that knows how to make upholstery. That ship sailed, okay? Except that, let's talk about Wayfair, Williams-Sonoma, and RH, all right? The old Restoration Harbor. Face it, the furniture at Wayfair is incredibly cheap, and it's good enough. Never used to be a problem that most of it was made in China. Tariffs would simply make their goods more expensive. Nothing else would happen because there's no way to bring that part of the furniture industry back. And even if it could, our products wouldn't be competitive unless they were all made by robots, which wouldn't help anyway. I know both Williams-Sonoma and RH are a different story. They make some fine furniture here, and they'd like to make more furniture, but it's difficult to find skilled workers to make high-quality merchandise. I'm not slagging our workers. The people who used to make furniture simply moved on to other things or they retired. A tariff wouldn't go far enough to make them come back. At the end of the day, I'm skeptical that we can bring back the American furniture industry as we remember it. And even if we could, what would it be worth the cost? I don't know. It's not like a national security need for tables and chairs. Of course, we shouldn't write off the entire industry. Ethan Allen makes about 75% of the furniture here. This stuff's terrific. Maybe the tariffs will give them a leg up. That'd be nice. But unless the federal government wants to get into the business of making furniture, forcing the hand of RH and Williams-Sonoma, it won't make a difference to the industry as a whole. There will most likely not be a revival of those great furniture cities. I feel nostalgic for those cities, but nostalgia is not a policy. Sometimes you just have to accept that the bargain we made had a lot more downside, people's lives who made the stuff, than either party thought at the time. I like to say there's always a bull market somewhere. I promise I'll find it just for you right here on Mad Money. I'm Jim Cramer. I'll see you tomorrow.
Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @Jim Cramer on X. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadMentions. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.